What's going on, guys? It's DeathMonk here. Today we're going to be talking about some things rather interesting concerning Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 as well as Warzone 2.0 as well as DMZ, which is going to be revealed. Might be getting a roadmap later on in today's episode. Hope you guys find this video interesting. If you do, smash the thumbs up button, hit the notification bell so don't upload, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into this here, guys. So over the last few days we actually managed to learn something rather interesting. First of all, for Warzone and DMZ. So as you guys can see, according to a leak who goes by the name of Ghost of Saba, he's actually managed to find these somehow or other in game. There are multiple key cards in Modern Warfare 2 DMZ. All are used in the biolabs located on the Al Mazrah map, which you've all known and seen. Green, blue, red, black and gold are the colours of the key cards. And he apparently managed to find some rather interesting information concerning how we go about obtaining these key cards, apparently. First of all, the one belongs to a DLC security staff, gives access to the security room near data center, which is rather interesting. We've got another one which apparently is used to open gold doors, so that's really interesting there. Another one belongs to a DLC logistics staff, opens the storage rooms on the south side of the first floor. There's another one that belongs to a DLC administration staff that is used to access the equipment room located north of the garage. I think we may have got like one or two more of those, but that's really interesting there. On top of this, let's see if I can find the right piece of... I'm going to come back to that screenshot you just saw in a moment. Apparently there's going to be bosses or HVTs within DMZ, or potentially some raid mode. They're going to be going by the names of Chemist, Pyro, Bashara, Armoured Commander, Warlord aka Alnara, and Trapper. Apparently there are quite a few voice lines talking about some sort of events, including high value targets, upload data, secure hostage, locate cache, armoured boat, secure vehicle delivered to HLZ. The voice lines include Ultra One enemy attack helo down. Be advised we are seeing a supply container at the crash site. Location is on the attack map. Ultra One, that secure case is still at the crash site. Advise locating it before enemy operators can, which is rather interesting there. There's also apparently an event including an armoured boat, so it gets delivered by helicopter, kill all enemies on it, drive boat to the HLZ, call in a friendly helicopter, helicopter tracks cargo from the boat, and this payment is authorised. Some events may ask you to blow up stuff like supply depots or SAM sites. Rewards are safe locations. However, there are also voice lines about an opportunity to resecure SAM sites that are under attack, which is rather interesting. Now apparently on top of this, we've actually managed to find some sort of craftables that we all seen from the campaign in the campaign mission named Alone, and I think there was one in the final mission called Countdown as well. So as you guys can see, there's craftables to build a pry tool, which includes binding and metal. I think some of these may just be a little bit of common sense to you guys, so that's really interesting there. They can be used to open lock doors and chests, and can be used as can't be used as a shiv like it can in TL or U. Not sure what that means. For smoke bomb, one binding, one wax and one chemical. Smoke bombs create an area of smoke, while also stunning enemies for a few seconds after they detonate. Mines, one binding, one trap, one explosives, can be dropped or thrown. It detonates when enemies come close, about a meter. It does the same damage as C4. Molotov, one binding, one bottle, one oil. A throwable that explodes an impact, creates an area of fire which does damage over time. Shiv, this can be used to perform takedowns on enemies who are stunned. It has to include one binding, one glass. Gas trap, one binding, one trap, one chemical. Gas trap can be dropped or thrown, and it detonates when enemies come close about a meter and stuns enemies and forces them to cough. So that's rather interesting. We've actually also managed to find some sort of interesting maps to talk about here, guys. Now I'm not exactly sure if I'm meant to show any of these. If they happen to be copyrighted, I'll blur these out. First of all, we've got Oilfield, which is one of the leaked maps that we actually got courtesy of Reality UK, who first noticed these maps in the in-game files. There's also another one called Sunken, which appears to be taking place on a shipwrecked boat. Another one we haven't got an image for yet is Drainage, and one more called Observe. Now, take those with a pinch of salt, guys. And I think there's another one called Regional as well. Now apparently there's also a map that's been taken out so far. I think We believe this time this could potentially be Valdoras Castle, Valdoras Museum, I should say. Now, we haven't seen this in game yet. Last time we seen it was back during the beta. Apparently there's also some rather interesting information about Raid Season 1, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, are going to be called chapters in game. I'll have to confirm on that, but that's rather interesting. They're called episodes, not chapters, sorry. Episode 1 releases December 14th. Each season of Raid Weekend Modern Warfare 2 will be called episodes, according to the Ghost of War, credible Call of Duty leaker. So Season 1 Raid will be called Episode 1. Spec Ops seem to have more than the 3 classes we can use right now, so that's really interesting there. Warzone 2's DMZ will seemingly have radiation moving in towards the end of a raid, extract helo moving to different HLZs throughout the raid, more than one way to extract, not only via a chopper. So that's rather interesting there, guys. I want to know what you guys thought of that. Let me know in the comments box down below. Now, apparently, a rather interesting 15-second long trailer was just dropped on Call of Duty's YouTube channel, which we're quickly going to react to. So if you take a look at this, guys, let me know what you guys thought of this in the comments.
We need an army. Hurry, there's an army.
I'm on my way.
So that's rather interesting there, guys. So what we guys saw is some rather interesting and unique footage for Call of Duty Warzone 2.0, as well as Modern Warfare 2 Season 1. So again, I want to know what you guys thought, so let me know in the comments. Right, guys, as of a few moments ago, we've actually learned to see the roadmap for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Season 1, as well as Warzone 2.0. Now, as you guys can see, we've learned a lot here. So, I'll be honest, this was a lot more than I first expected. Now, I'm just going to go full screen here for you guys, so you guys can see the full image as a whole. So as you guys can see in the top left, we've got the new map, of course, called Al Mazrah. There's going to be a new mode called DMZ, which is part of Warzone 2.0. There's going to be a brand new Gulag, which I can't wait to check out. New vehicles include the Hummer EV and the Heavy Chopper. New game features include aquatic combat, circle collapse, so basically instead of one circle that we've all known and loved during Battle Royale games, including like Call of Duty Warzone 1, as well as Fortnite, and as well as various other Battle Royale games, they're going to split apart, if you will, and once they've all split apart, they're all going to go smaller and then reconverge back into one ring again. There's going to be close quarter proximity chat, which basically means you can basically talk to people nearby. There's going to be new buy stations. Now I'm going to explain in a bit how that's going to work. Third person playlists, so you get to play third person Warzone. I'm not really sure how I feel about that, but that should be really interesting. Interrogation in Battle Royale. So basically when you down an enemy, you can actually finish them off by performing a finisher. So that's basically what that's all about, and that, I'm guessing the interrogation will basically reveal enemies of nearby or the nearby enemy teammates. So that's really interesting there. For Modern Warfare, we get this right way around here. Modern Warfare 2, we've got 2 maps returning, one of which is a reimagining of the map Shoot House from, I think it was Modern Warfare 2019. So that's going to be reimagined for 6v6 combat. And returning also is Shipment, and that's going to be during the mid-season update. New modes called Raid, again it's going to be part of the mid-season update. A new co-op mission called High Ground, which going by the looks of it, looks like somewhat involves a tall skyscraper. Now this could potentially involve the area called High Rise. That's just a prediction on that bit, guys, but I'll cover it up in more detail in a bit. There's going to be a Call of Duty League Mosh Pit mode as well. Battle Pass, obviously will be a new Battle Pass system, which I heard is going to be working the exact same way as Fortnite does. Zeus is the new operator. New weapons include the Bass P SMG and the Victus SMR Sniper. Limited time operator bundles. This is for the Modern Warfare FC event, including Lionel Messi, Paul Pogba and Neymar Jr. Of course, professional footballers, and they've all got their own skin. So that's going to be really interesting there. There's also going to be weapons, operators and more. So weapons include the M13B AR, the Chimera AR as part of the mid-season update, New bundles include the Pro Pack, the 7 Sloth, 7 Greed, and Fringe Tactical. And two new operators during the mid-season update include Klaus and Gaz. So that's really interesting there, guys. So I want to know what you guys thought of that in the comments. So I'm just going to go through this. I'm just going to go not into too much detail, but I'm going to quickly go through everything that we need to know so far. So Warzone 2.0 overview. Al-Mazrah is the home of Warzone 2.0. Use 18 major points of interest to plot to victory in Battle Royale. Massive gameplay innovations and new features make Warzone 2.0 an incredible experience. Good to see. Third-person playlist coming in season to Warzone 2.0. For the first time in Warzone history, welcome fans of third-person Battle Royale action during season 1. There's going to be, figure this out here, a new big map. So we've all seen it. We've all seen the map overlay for this. Also playing MWII right now getting some serious training on Al-Mazrah. For example, the following multiplayer maps are subsections of this massive region, including Al-Bagra Fortress, Embassy, Sakwa Hydroelectric, Tarak, Sarif Bay, and Saeed. So that's really interesting there. For those who don't know, loadout drops are not leaving. It's going to be, instead of loadout drops, it's going to be custom loadouts that are back for Warzone 2.0. Let me figure this out here. So, similar to the original Call of Duty Warzone, loadouts play a large role in what makes this game unique. And in this new era, players will have quicker access to the loadout's primary benefit, the primary weapon. There are 3 ways to earn a loadout, or at least a primary weapon. Shops, players can use in-match cash at the shops. Loadout drop public event. Loadout drops will drop into Al-Mazrah in the middle of Battle Royale matches. However, these are not limited or assigned to individual squads, but instead can be accessed by any player. Strongholds and black sites. Players can also earn the loadout in the early game as a reward for claiming a stronghold or a black site. And now there, of course, will involve in-match AI enemies, so make sure you guys do bear that in mind. Looting mechanics. Battle Royale remains a traditional new pack system in DMZ. Now I'm guessing they're going the same route as what Blackout did with during the Black Ops series. So instead of basically you'll get like your equipment off the ground, if that makes sense, during traditional Battle Royale. And they'll obviously have a backpack. They'll have a backpack on your back, so it's going to work more or less the same sort of way as what Blackout did. So that's really interesting there. To find a new Gulag, so the Gulag will be a 2v2 environment where randomly paired duos must coordinate to take down their opposition. All players will receive a predefined loadout. At launch, this will be a pistol or shotgun, a lethal grenade, and a tactical, with highly effective weaponry and gear placed towards the map's centre. The Gulag will also include a jailer, who will appear in the middle of the match to help speed up combat. Defeating the jailer will also return all 4 Gulag prisoners back into Battle Royale, which offers a dilemma. Do both duos agree to wait and fight this powerful enemy together, or does one get greedy and try to go for the elimination victory? Now, I'm not sure about which way I would go with that, but that's really interesting there. AI combatants in Battle Royale only in strongholds, black sites, and Gulag over time, so that's really interesting there. Additional new features include aquatic combat, new vehicles, and fuel mechanics. So that's interesting there. I'm not going to go too much into this because I know there's a lot to get through here. Circle collapse, I mentioned about that a few moments ago, how they will merge apart then merge back together again towards the end of the match. Proximity chat, assimilation, and squad-based DMZ modes, as well as special Battle Royale playlists. You have the choice of showing up with enemy operators and form a larger squad. Interrogation, Battle Royale and DMZ only, so you'll be able to successfully shake down player-controlled enemies while they are downed. Heavy chopper, so we've got the Hummer EV and the heavy chopper in the background there, so that's really interesting there. We've got a full roster of vehicles, so we can collect to find an Al-Mazrah, so an ATV, number 3-seater with little protection, UTV, an all-terrain lightweight 4-seater, hatchback, as the name suggests, SUV, standard all-terrain civilian 4x4 with a boxy frame, GMC Hummer EV, an all-electric super truck engineered for off-road, cargo truck, large industrial vehicle with a flatbed, light helo, twin-engine light helicopter for rapid traversal and combat support, heavy chopper, the RHIB, which is essentially the inflatable tactical boat, armoured patrol boat, and that's it. I've got vehicle fuel gas station mechanic. Now this is important. Now, usually with normal Warzone games, all the fuel in that game is unlimited. So with this one, it's similar to Fortnite. If you ever played that game, you do have to fill up your vehicles like a typical vehicle whilst during mid-match, if you will. So that's really interesting there. I'm quite happy with that. I'm not exactly sure how the electric one's going to work, so but that should be interesting to see. These vehicles can be refilled either with gas cans found around the map or at gas stations. Can also repair body damage and tyres, so more or less the same as Fortnite, if you will, there. So that's interesting. Aquatic combat, so that's interesting there. Remember, only sidearms, melee weapons and throwing knives can be used while you're submerged. Also try using lethal and tactical equipment on or underwater for a variety of potentially destructive effects. Now, what's interesting is, in normal multiplayer, you can't use or fire like large weapons like SMGs, ARs underwater like you could back in the day. In, was it Modern Warfare 2019 you could do that? I'll have to double check. The shop's Buy Station 2.0. These contain a unique set of items for purchasing limited quantity, including kill streaks, armor plates and more. You can see these offerings and buy back fallen squad mates within the new interface. So that's interesting there. DMZ is an open world narrative focused extraction mod where solo operators and squads have free reign to complete faction based missions, take on additional side objectives, engage with enemy operators or AI, and search for valuable items, all while fighting to survive towards exfiltration. Third person playlists come in mid-season, I'm guessing. These will be introduced in the Battle Royale weekly rotation during Season 1, so that's going to be interesting to check it out there. Intermission relaunch as Call of Duty Warzone Caldera. Now, looks like Warzone Caldera at approximately 8 AM Pacific on November 16th when Warzone 2.0 releases. The servers will go offline as Season 5 of Vanguard concludes. 2 hours later, they'll change it to Modern Warfare 2 Season 1. But once this has happened, all the other maps except Caldera will disappear. So this includes, if I'm not mistaken, so Verdansk is going, Rebirth Island is going, and the other one, Fortune's Keep, is going. The only one that's going to remain is Caldera. So I'm not exactly sure how I really feel about that, but nothing really much we can do about that. So please do bear that in mind. So that should be interesting. So as you guys can see, Warzone Caldera will basically take over the Modern Warfare Warzone mode. So just bear that in mind. Looks like Shoot House shipment set for a reimagined return. So open the CDL Mosh Pit prior to the introduction of MWII ranked mode in future season. Practice on the official maps and rules set with your squad. There's going to be a raid episode 1 in the season. Grab your duo and assault the enemy on land and in the air before gearing up for the continuation of the MW2 story in a daunting raid experience. Looks like Shoot the Ship 2.0 is going to be coming. So Shoot House is going to be coming at launch, shipment mid-season. So we've got a lovely image of Shoot House. This is going to be coming when the season launches on November 16th. Situated in the jungle south of Las Almas, the Shoot House's new home was built for training cartel hired guns with the same level of intensity as Mexican Special Forces operators. This live fire facility is just as deadly as you remember it, a small 3-lane map conducive to all playstyles. Shipment during the mid-season update set on a cargo ship taken on water in a storm-ridden part of the Atlantic Ocean. A new shipment is ready to bring back the chaos that only an ultra-compact map can provide. Thinking about working around and off the map's boundaries, which was possible in previous versions, you might find yourself all at sea. So that's interesting to see there. There's much more I need to tell you guys about. A special ops new mission at launch called High Ground, I mentioned earlier. Sets we plan to destroy enemy communication service to locate and extract 3 hard drives with vital enemy intel. One operator will be tasked with planting an attack chopper to clear out dangerous landmines, while the other works with AI allies as part of a ground assault team to infiltrate the buildings that contain enemy equipment. So that's really interesting there. Raid 1. Continuing the story of the MW2 campaign, raids will be ultimate challenge for trios with a mix of stealth, all-out action and puzzle-solving objectives. So that's interesting to see there. Leaderboards, combat record and Tier 1, aka Hardcore. We are pleased to announce the following. The Tier 1 players will be available at the start of Season 1. This place will feature decreased health, limited HUD elements and friendly fire turned on for a more mill sim-like experience. Combat records and leaderboards will also be available at the start of the season, both in MWII and Warzone 2.0. So that's really interesting. That's really great to see. New Battle Pass now with more player choice. Conquer new Battle Passes, choose map sectors to your way to unlock both free and premium items from whatever order you decide. So basically it's going to be work the exact same way as the current Fortnite Battle Pass works now. 2 new weapon platforms and 2 trios, one of elite soldiers and one of football's finest, are set to bolster your Arsenal operator roster. So I mentioned about all 3 football players. They're going to be coming into the game during the mid-season update. Seasonal prestige system. So it's the current system that MWII has, and obviously MWII. Introducing the new Battle Pass. So as I just said, it's going to work the exact same way. More or less as what Fortnite does. I'm pretty sure you can basically unlock these items in any order as long as you can match the cost of how much each item would be to unlock, if that makes sense. So that's really interesting to see. Want to know, guys, which one would you guys unlock when the Battle Pass drops? Let me know in the comments box down below. I will be covering that. Once the Battle Pass releases, I'll keep you guys updated on that. We're going to get to learn more about Battle Pass in next week. 4 new weapons to free in the Battle Pass, so include the Victus XMR Sniper Rifle. Now I did cover this briefly, so that's really interesting there. That's going to be a free weapon within the Battle Pass. Going to be available at launch. The BAS-P SMG, the Broomlapse platform, launch Battle Pass. So an aggressive fire rate and modular frame make the BAS-P perfect for the Satanic operator and wants to customize an SMG. So that's going to be also a free weapon within the Battle Pass. That sniper is a bolt action sniper of 50 cal BMG ammunition. This is going to be during the mid-season update, the Chimera assault rifle, which is part of the Bruin Ops platform. Integrates suppressor and slow high energy .3 BLK rounds. The Chimera is adept at close quarters combat, so that's really interesting there. That's going to be either a store bundle unlock or a weapon unlock challenge. M13B, available at launch. It's going to be a store bundle or weapon unlock challenge, which features a stroke pistol system that allows for a high rate of fire and low recoil. Squad goals, 6 new operators. So we've got Zeus. If you want to read their profiles, I will link all of this down in the description. Make sure you guys check all of this out. Mid-season update will be Klaus. Now I think I've heard of Klaus somewhere before. I think that may have been in Zombies, but I'll have to confirm that. Part of Denmark's elite special forces. Gaz, or Sergeant Carl Garrick, from the campaign. So that's going to be interesting there. Now I think this outfit was back in the day when he performed in MW19's battle at Piccadilly Circus, so that's really interesting there. We've also got the 3 operators the 3 football players, of course, which are Paul Pogba, Neymar Jr. and Lionel Messi. So I can't wait to play those guys. They're going to be part of a bundle in the shop, from what I understand, so that's really interesting there. Persistent Prestige, seasonal progression revealed. So Season 1 includes 4 more Prestige ranks, which also unlock a new set of challenges and rewards. Prestige 2 unlocked at rank 100, 3 at rank 150, 4 at 200, 5 at 250, and is the level cap until the end of Season 1. Beginning in Season 1, reaching rank 56, which is more or less completing the yellow ring around number 55. Will unlock Prestige 1. This will grant an emblem, additional rewards and set of challenges. Complete all of those challenges to unlock an exclusive calling card. So that's interesting there. After combat overview, Call of Duty League 2023 season kicks off. Upgrade to Modern Warfare 2 now. Almost get premium XP in Warzone 2.0. Round up your change of pilot or Flying J Travel Center. Support the Call of Duty endowments. So, there's not much more I need to tell you guys. I'm just skim reading all the not so need to know stuff, so that's really interesting there, guys. So what know you guys thoughts of all of this? Let me know in the comments box down below. I'm just going to go quickly through Call of Duty's Twitter channel. So as you guys can see, this is another shot of shipment. I think we did one for Shoot House as well. There it is. So as you guys can see, they look really cool. Just going to go skimming through all of this because I'm pretty sure I've more or less covered it all. There's another few shots of the all the weapons we'll be unlocking during next season. I'm keen to know what this image is all about, to be quite honest with you. So that should be interesting to find out. I thought it was Blackout for a moment from one of those teaser trailers I think we got before that actually got released, but I'm not so sure. It could be a teaser towards something, but we'll have to wait and see. I think that's more or less it. I'm just quickly reading through everything. So anything I haven't told you yet, guys. Loadouts are not leaving in Warzone 2. There are 3 ways to secure. Purchase primary weapons only in shops. Public events in which any drop loadouts can be claimed by any squad. Claiming a stronghold or a black site. Now I did briefly cover that. All platforms can preload Warzone 2 starting on November 14th at 10 AM Pacific. Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 Season 1 launch on November 16th at 10 AM Pacific. So 14th of November is when we can expect all the platforms. So that's PlayStation, Xbox and PC on Battle.net and Steam can all preload the Warzone 2.0 update on November 14th at 10 AM Pacific, which I'm not mistaken is 1 PM on the Eastern. Now I'm not exactly sure what it is for UK time currently due to the recent end of summertime, but I'll have to keep you guys updated. Make sure you guys check out the pinned comment and I'll mention what the dates and times are that you need to know. So and that video we've just already covered here on the channel as well. So like I say, guys, I want to know what you guys' thoughts are. Let me know in the comments. Make sure you guys thumbs up the video. I want to know, guys, what your stats are from the MWII Warzone Legacy. I'm keen to know what you guys' thoughts are. Let me know in the comments box down below. Make sure you guys check out the link mywarzonelegacy.callofduty.com. Let me know what the stats are from your videos that you get from competing in Battle Royale. Now, I think majority of my matches with mine were all Resurgence matches. Or majority were Resurgence matches, so I don't think they count towards the actual statistics. But I'm keen to find out. I'm going to probably do some more digging on that. I'll keep you guys updated here on the channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys hit the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Thumbs up if you're excited. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace out.